and welcome in. It's I Bring It Every Day, and my name is Kelly. All right, okay, and let's get to the front here. All right, welcome in. It's Food Fridays, and my name is Kelly, and I am the I Bring It Every Day channel. And so, what I like to do is I like to usually cook live, but I decided I'm going to try a few things behind the scenes and see how this goes. So anyway, what you're seeing right here is my massive minced garlic, which is almost gone. This was 32 ounces. And then this is some marinade. But we're going to be doing tuna steaks today. And this is going to be exciting. So in the past, I had talked about one of the quickest, and I call it fast food things that you can make at home, are anything that resembles a steak. And the other day I was in one of the supermarkets and they had a bag of tuna steaks for $5.99. It was about a pound, I believe. And I'll show it in a little bit later. But the steaks are what they basically do is they catch the fish and they actually, flash freeze it right away. And then the supermarket gets it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up. We'll take a look at what we have. And then I'm going to put a little salad with it. So nothing real exciting, but it's summertime. You want to sort of cook things fast and do things fast. So like I said, this is like a healthy, fast, nutritious meal. And like I said, you don't see tuna steaks a lot in the store, but this is something that can be very, very fast. I also do it with salmon. You could do something with salmon or any of the larger fish. Okay. So we'll be right back, and I'm going to show you what we're working with. Right, so this is the tuna. I just want to show you that. So this is really pretty. I'm just going to take the fork so I don't drop it. But there it is. These are the tuna steaks. They look pretty good. So they're small. Could be bigger. But the first time, I just want to just take a step back also and mention that I had tuna the first time in South America. And they were on the ocean, the area where I was. I was in Ecuador, actually. And they ate a lot of tuna. And they also ate a lot of calamari, which I was surprised. But they had calamari. So they were right on the ocean. And so it was really good. So the first time, I was never like a big tuna fan. And the thing that's really interesting is that tuna in the can is, in my opinion, kind of disgusting because it's very fishy and not so good. But, with any fish that's fishy, you can knock out the taste with a little bit of lemon or lime. So that's one of the things I'm going to put on here. But this is the tuna steak, and you see how pretty that is. Now, this one was actually frozen, and it was, flash frozen, and it was shrink wrapped. And I just washed it and sort of dried it off, and I just have it on the plate. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a marinade. I have one of these marinades. It's got some just basic garlic, onion in there, but it does have a little bit of orange and lime juice in here. Yes. So this is actually, a good little marinade. And you can use any kind of a salad dressing. Just watch out for the high fructose corn syrup. But this is the thing that you can use. Then I'm going to make a salad. I'm going to have some peppers here. There's some yellow pepper. There's red pepper. So I'm going to be putting that in there. This is the beautiful romaine lettuce. We're going to be using that. Oops, let me see if I can there we go. Romaine lettuce, because I like it because it's very crunchy. And then I'm going to just cut an onion just to sort of start the fish. And I'm going to use my cast iron pan, which I got here. So what I'm going to just do right now is just cut this onion. Then I'm going to throw just a few pieces in while it's cooking. And I'm going to put it in the oven at 350. And we'll see what happens. Now, and basically when I had this in Ecuador, they just put a little bit of a lemon, dressing on it, a little bit of salt and pepper, and they didn't do a whole lot with it. So I'm just going to cut up some, onion. Let me put this back here. Cut some onion and just throw it in the pan, just so it's cooking. A little bit of seasoning, and that's really it. I'm not being too, fancy with this at all. So I'm just taking some extra virgin olive oil, getting close to the end here, running out, but there it is. Throwing some in the pan here. I'm just going to put this in here like this, drizzle, just so it doesn't stick. Now, this has no skin on it or anything like that. It's been filleted within an inch of its life. But I'm just going to throw I'm going to take the fish, and you can put the olive oil on top. But since it's on the bottom, I'm just going to kind of roll it in there. There it is. And I have it in the pan. So that's it. And I'm just going to stick this in the oven. But I'm going to season it and then stick it in the oven. But I'm going to just throw some onions in here. I'm going to throw a little bit of garlic in there. So while it's cooking, it's going to have some garlic. And the garlic will be, marinating, which is great. And I can even put a little balsamic vinegar in there. I mean, just anything to really give it some flavor. But I'm going to use this marinade because it has a nice citrus flavor. So I'm just going to put a little bit of garlic in here. And I'm going to put it on top once it sort of caramelizes. But I just put a great big spoonful of that in there. And I'm going to take my marinade and I'm just going to pour it on the top. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of salt and pepper on there too. So that's it. I'm just sort of marinating it. And that's it. So there it is. And I'm just throwing it in the oven, So, and it's coating both sides right now. And this is it. And this is pretty much fast food. So when people say that you can't do this, you see how fast this is going. So it's been prepared, basically. And I'm going to put just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. And hopefully, here we go. So a little bit of salt on there. And I'm even going to put a little bit of onion powder. I have some onion powder. I'm going to put just a little bit on here just for extra. And hopefully that'll work out okay. Yep, got some onion powder. And then there we go. So we're going to start there. And a little pepper. And I'm just grating this in the little grinder here. And we'll see how it goes. So I'm putting it in the oven right now. Just bend over a little bit. So I have it at 350. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to cook, but I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And then in the meantime, I'm going to make the salad. And this is a quick meal. So like I said, when people say that, they want to eat fast food, this is fast food that you can make at home, and it's going to be healthy and nutritious. So bam, here it goes. All right, so there's the tuna. I'm going to get started. I'm going to pull this away. And we're going to get to the salad. And actually, I'm going to cut a little piece of onion for the salad. And the thing that's nice with the tuna is it came in steak. So it was already cut. I didn't have to do anything. I just pulled it out, rinsed it out, and left it in the plastic sack that it came in. And I'll show you what that looks like too. And then about halfway through, I'm going to put a little lemon on the tuna, just to see if it's cutting any of the. Let me pull this back, just to make sure if it's cutting, if it's a little fishy, and I don't smell it, so I'm assuming it's not fishy, but lemon cuts the fishy taste. But we're going to put this in the salad, and then we're going to keep waiting. So we're going to come back and talk a little bit about some of the other items that you can use for a nice quick summer meal. Okay, so while we're waiting, I'm going to take a look at this week's recalls on food and maybe some cosmetics. Let's see what's happening. I have not been keeping up with them this week, but this is the website. It's recalls.gov. And this is what it looks like. Recalls.gov. Yes, your online resource for recalls. Okay, so they break it down into consumer products, motor vehicles, boats, food, medicine, cosmetics, and then environmental products. Ooh. So I'm going to go to the food. So I'm going to click on that. And that's like the fourth tab over. And let's see what's happening. Okay. Let's see what's happening. See recent recalls. That's what I'm going to do right now. Okay. Clicking on that. See what we found. So, yeah. Okay. Kind of the same stuff that we saw previous week. So this is what I'll do is I'll show you this, and I'll put the the link in the description. So anyway, the first one is called the AW Farms Recalls Ready to Eat Hot Dog Products. And they weren't inspected. And that's what happened. This came out July 15th, 2024. I'm going to take a look. Let's dig deeper here. I want to see where this food came from, and we'll take a look. And it was Ohio and West Virginia. Yeah. Okay. So people, Ohio and West Virginia. If you have these AW Farms hot, ready to eat hot dog products, here comes. So it's they're recalling 6,900 pounds of hot dog products that were produced without the benefit of federal inspection, and it was produced on dates were May 30th, 2024, and have a shelf life of 45 days, and that's the reason why they always bring it up. And it is 5-pound vacuum packages of hot dogs. French City Foods, it says on the one, 10-pound box containing 2 5-pound vacuum packages. Um, let's see. Yeah, that's the way they come. All right. And it's got a number 47635. And it looks like it might be an institutional situation. It's a lot. They were not produced from. They were not inspected, so that's a problem. And this company is from Argylite, Kentucky. Okay, so there's that. And let me just go back to the previous one. We talked about. There's also another one. It's called Taylor Sausage Inc. Recalls ready to eat Land Jaeger sausage products due to misbranding. This is July 13th. It's going back a little ways. Yes, most of these are pretty. These are getting older, so that's good that there aren't any recent ones. But let's go here. I'm going to take a look at this sausage. May as well while we're looking. And this one here, this is what it looks like. Yep, Taylor's sausage. It always gives you the company name and where it comes from, and then there's always a link to click on from that. This is high class. They call it. This came out July 13th, 2024, and they're from Cave Junction, Oregon, and they recalled 74 pounds. It's not that much of ready-to-eat Land Jaeger sausage due to misbranding of undeclared allergies, and apparently it contains soy, a known allergen, so they forgot to mention it, and that happens sometimes. Okay, let's see, anything else? No. Now there's Listeria. Well, I think we talked about this one. Yeah, there was something called Alsafa US LLC, is the name of the company, and they did frozen ready-to-eat chicken products due to possible Listeria. This is going back, but we'll talk about this one too. And yeah, there it is. And this one is this had Listeria. Yeah, Listeria monocytogenes. Okay, this was July 5th, which was only a couple weeks ago, and it's called Alsafa Halal Charcoal Grilled Chicken Sikh Kebab. Oh, it was a kebab. And they had a chicken chapali kebab, seasoned chicken patty. So those are something that have been recalled right now because it had Listeria. And Listeria is it affects primarily older adults. We talked about this before. Persons with weakened immune systems and pregnant women and their newborns. And so even though anybody can experience fever, muscle aches, headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, convulsions preceded by diarrhea and other GI symptoms. So, you got to watch out for those. So those are the ones that look kind of scary this week. But I just wanted to bring those to your attention. And I think I'm going to go back to this other one here. I want to see if there's any recent recalls or anything else. No, that's it. It was just these hot dog products for the food. Yeah, that was kind of important. So anyway, but you guys can all go to these sites and just take a look, and also keep your ear out for the news, because sometimes these products have, they get out into the environment, and then sometimes you don't hear about them for a couple of weeks, and then people become sick or something like that, and that's how they start reporting these to the FDA. And let's see, nothing new with cosmetics, which is good. Okay, awesome. So anyway, just wanted to make a mention of those websites. And like I said, the key thing is food safety. It's summertime, and it gets very, very warm. Inside the house, outside the house. A lot of people are doing picnics, so you want to make sure that you when you're handling the meat, make sure you get rid of any of those plates and things that have the juices on them. Make sure you wash them with hot soapy water. And that's one of the things you want to make sure of. And then, like you said, you want to make sure that you wash, all your fruits and vegetables when you get them. And this is a nice avocado that I got this week, at the store. And they had these two for $3. And I want to say these were great. And there's also the Haas avocado, and they're a lot smaller. And let me see, I think I have one right here. There it is. This is the Haas avocado. So these are the ones that a lot of the people in the U.S. eat, a lot of these. But my in-laws from Puerto Rico eat these. And these are great because if you want to make guacamole, they're so large. You need like 100 of these to get anything good. Not 100, but you need like 5 to make a good batch, maybe 6. I made some avocado or guacamole with these avocados. And really, when I used 2 of them, I have a little small processor. And so I think you need about 5 or 6 to really make a good amount of guacamole with these. But they were great. And like I said, and these are really good. These could be like a little side dish, with your tuna. You can cut this up and put this on your salad. You could eat it, by itself. You could make guacamole. But I like these because you need less of them. And for some reason, these had the same price this week at the store. So I thought that was very curious because this or this. I mean, come on. This is probably 3 of these or 4 of these. I don't even know. It's amazing. But these are just some of the things that I saw this week that I thought were really interesting. And then also, I'm trying to think this week in terms of fruit and veggies. They did have some strawberry. Well, strawberries were a little bit, I didn't see as many, but I did see some mandarin oranges that were really good, and they were reasonably priced this week. And then they had some baby potatoes, which were pretty reasonably priced. But I'm going to check on the tuna, and we'll see how it's going. And I'll be right there. So I want to just show you, this is what the tuna came in. And they gave you 6 of these. So it was, tiny little steaks in the shrink wrap. So these are really good for the freezer. And if any of you have the Food Saver, this is kind of the same thing. Yeah. So just wanted to show you just what this looks like. But this is what the tuna came in this week. Now, where I'm going to also, since we have a few minutes, the tuna's still going. And I want to just give a shout out to the members of the I Bring It Every Day channel. And I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for the subscribers. I really appreciate the opportunity to, share with you a little bit about my life and what I'm trying to eat and things like that. But I also like to say, this is like a special shout out for the members. And I want to sort of do it here because we have a little time. And I just want to say, give them their due because they've been, ride or die with the channel. So thank you so much. But anyway, I just want to thank Michelle Schlepper, Bonnie's Corner, Buddha of Destiny, Namaste. Namaste. Good to see you. MOB's Place and More. And thank you so much, Ashley, for, sticking with the channel for a long time. I appreciate it. Yes, 15 months. That's crazy. And then we have Donia Stroke Talk. Yes. Thank you so much for, believing in me and keeping me going. I appreciate it. And we have hashtag VOM or The Voice It Matters. Thank you so much as well. I've been watching your growth in terms of your workouts. That's really great because I know it's not easy. Yes. So you're doing very well. I'm very excited for you. And we have Carol's Crazy Crochet. Thank you so much for joining the membership. We have Dinky Crafts Jennifer from the UK. Thank you so much. I think she's like my second subscriber, either first or second. I think once I finally started putting content on my channel, so I want to shout her out for that also. Then we got April Showers Network. If you want to get some updates on the news, check out April Showers Network. She's awesome. I have Dawn Yarndall. Thank you so much. You've been a member a long time too. Supporting all the crochet community channels. Thank you. I have Michi's Crochet. She's been helpful on the channel also. Thank you so much. Lorna Jones. Thank you, my other friend in the UK. She's been here from the beginning, actually, for me. in terms of building my YouTube channel. So thank you so much. I got Fresh and Fryer Backyard. Thank you so much, for once again sticking with me. You just met me and she joined the membership right away. Fresh and Fire Backyard Living. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? We have Mindfully Crocheted. That's Maura. Thank you so much for sticking with the channel as well. She's been there a long time. And awesome. I really appreciate it. And let's see. Who's next? We have Sunflowers Creative Showcase. Hold on. Let me make sure. Her channel's long, so I stumbled over this a little bit. So it's Sunflowers Creative Showcase and Crochet. And that's Ashley. So thank you so much. That's Sunflower Ashley. So you guys make sure you give her a shout out. Check out her channel. And, she hasn't been well. She's been recovering. So we always have you in our prayers. And, thank you so much for sticking with the channel. And also your mom, Susan Vincent. You guys have been great. And I appreciate all the Happy Meal. That was good. The Twinkies, we have a few left. I just want to say. We have the Samoan Watchman. He's been with me even before I got monetized. So he's been hanging with the channel. So I really appreciate you too. It's been a long time. So awesome. And then Just Shelly. She's been there at the very beginning as well. Even before I started my content, she was there. So Just Shelly does makeup. And she's been a supporter in the crochet community as well. And then Not the End Crochet Donna. She's been doing some good tutorials, so check out her crochet tutorials. It's been awesome. And last but not least, we have Granny D, Knit Pearl Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. Ooh, I got her title name, her channel name right. Yeah, and she's been ride or die with this channel as well. So thank you so much for, believing in me because, you can go anywhere, right? And then shout out to Mr. I Bring It Every Day, wherever he is, for, keeping me on the up and up too with this channel. So it's been awesome. So like I said, anybody who's a subscriber, thank you so much. Because you can go anywhere. So the fact that you come here is good. All right. So now what I'm going to do is we'll take a look at the tuna and see how that's going. All right. So we're going to get started with the salad. And I just basted the tuna a little bit. So I just want to see, how it's doing. But anyway, I'm just going to take this and I'm just ripping the lettuce. And I like the romaine because it's very, very crunchy. And you don't really have to baby it. I don't know if you guys remember that iceberg lettuce. But iceberg lettuce was always a little bit droopy. And you always had to. So one little tip that somebody taught me later on in life is that you have to wash it, put it back in the fridge, and let it drain. And that's the whole thing because it gets droopy because it absorbs water. But listen to this crunch. Yep. And all you want to do is when you're making this salad is just rip it with your fingers. But that's it. Or you could use scissors. So it's amazing. This is what I'm doing. I'm just taking the onion and the lettuce and just putting it in here. So we have, we've done a lot here today. Okay, it's looking good. I'm going to cut up the peppers. I'm going to put this to the side. Put this to the side. And I'm just cutting up some yellow and red peppers today. Let me pull this back. There we go. Yeah. And these are great because they're very crunchy too. See? Mm-hmm. Nice sound. Very crunchy and very sweet. Yep. So we'll do that. I'm just going to cut a few small pieces here. I'm going to throw this into the salad. So there it is there. Okay. Let's see. We do the soda lime. So anyway, you can plant these seeds that are in there. Those look pretty good. Yep. So I'm going to do that later. Let me get the red one. And then I think we should be really close to being done with the tuna. But I'm letting this go. It's pretty thick. Like I want to say this is about, it was about an inch thick, a little bit smaller than an inch. But that's what I'm doing. And I'm just cutting this up here again. Get it back here. Oops, I keep forgetting. Keep it to the back. But anyway, here we're just putting some pepper in. So nothing really, you know, heavy about that. But what's really nice about this is the color is beautiful. All right. So I might just take a little piece of this avocado and cut this. And I'll see if I can get this back here. Hopefully I'll be able to cut this and have a reasonable amount of time. And then I'm going to cut a little piece of lime, lemon and lime. Look at that. That came right off. That was beautiful. And then there's the pit. Yep. And then usually when you go to the store or when you go, oops, they just pop them out. You saw that. It pops the pit right out. So that's nice. And you can plant those. Not in my area because I think they die. But let's take a closer look at that. Let's take a closer look at that. Yeah, and this one, oh, actually, no, it looks pretty good. I thought it was turning brown, but it's not. Yeah, it looks good. And then you can just take a big spoon and scoop this out, and it's good to go. But anyway, the other thing, little tip I'll show you is you massage. See if I can put it back here. You massage the lime or the lemon, and it will give you a nice, oh, the juice will come out. Yep. So that's it. And limes are not as juicy as a lemon. I don't know if you've seen this lemon here. But the same thing, you just sort of massage it a little bit, and that will get the juices out. But there it is. Take that out. Okay. And I'll add that just in the very end. And then I'll just cut a little bit more of this. This is looking good. We'll just do it. And then we'll see how the tuna looks. I'm going to pull it out. And let's see. Okay. So I put more. So I had mostly more. I had more of these yellow ones today, or orange. This one's more orangey than that one. But like I said, this is that whole thing where you want to eat with color. So then, you know, you can put a little bit of garlic in there. And the one thing that I would say that a lot of people don't do with the salad that makes it very good is you just put a little seasoning in there. You can put salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. You can put Parmesan cheese in there. But this just gives it a little kick, you know, when you sprinkle a little bit on there. And there it is. Yeah. You just put a little bit on there and you're good. And that helps, you know, if salads are boring, that'll give it a little bit of a kick for you. But anyway, let's take a look. I'm going to pull the tuna out. I'm going to pull this aside, finish eating this. I'll be right back. All right, so let's see how the tuna looks. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's the tuna. And it's basically done. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip it. And we're going to just baste it a little bit because there's a lot of juices in here. There's a little bit of butter. I'm going to put a little bit of lime on there too. I'm going to do lime. Yeah, we're going to do lemon. We'll do lemon. Just to give it a little, I'm going to use a different knife here. But this is really hot, so I'm going to be careful. I'm just going to cut this down like this. Hopefully the seeds will be good. And, ooh, squirted myself. Put a little lemon juice on there. Flip it over. But this looks really good. Turn it over. I'm going to just season I seasoned the back, but I'm going to season it again. But I think this is done. This looks good. Put a little bit of garlic on the top there. Okay. Move this over just a little bit. Hopefully you can see that this way. Yep, there we go. You see, this is a nice lemon. I'm going to season the back side of it too. I'm going to put a little bit of, this is just the mixed seasoning. I'm just going to put a little bit here. Okay. Okay. See how this is looking? It's looking good. May even put a little bit of butter. No, I put olive oil. I'll put the olive oil in there. Just a little bit. But yeah, this way I'm seasoning both sides. And I'm just going to make sure. I'm just going to use a little bit of a fork just to see if it's flaking. And that's usually the key that fish is done. I think this is done, though. I don't want to overcook it. But I've never, like I said, I haven't made this in years. And the last time I made it, it was raw. So I'm just going to take a little piece here off the end, which, let me see, I'll do it up this way. Yeah, it's flaking. Oh, that's good. So I don't know if you can see this, but this little white piece in the middle there is beautiful. Yeah. So I'm going to take a little taste. See how this is done. I think it's done. So I'm going to take a little taste and see. It's good. Okay. That's a winner. All right. So what we're going to do is we'll plate this, and then we'll kind of wrap it up and talk just a little bit more about food, and then this is it. So this really took 30 minutes. Yeah, right now we're at 32 minutes. I think I did it about 5 minutes in. So about 30 minutes. And these are pretty thick steaks. I'm going to have to measure them, but I'll let you know. But anyway, I'll be right back, and we'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plate this, put a little salad on the side, and then I'll give this to Mr. I Bring It. And yeah, I tasted just that little piece to make sure it was done. So it's looking pretty good. So there it is. So that's tuna steak. Oops, and a piece fell off. Anyway, I'm going to put a couple little pieces of onions on there. But anyway, he can eat that. And you see, it's pretty good. And I would say 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch thick. And these are tiny. Like you could probably eat 2 of these, most people. But it's so good. So I'm just going to do a little bit of salad. And let me just get a thing here. I did not serve well today. Try to move the salad over this way. But yeah, it's very, very warm, the tuna. I'm going to move that over here. But yeah, the tuna turned out great. So now I'm just going to see if I can slide this over just a little bit. My drinking glass is like right there. You got to hydrate. You know what I mean? It's very important. There you go. Got to hydrate. Make sure you remember it's very, very warm. And then cooking with the oven on. The oven's not the best thing for the summer, but it is, you do the best you can. You just want to have nice, healthy food. So here it goes. I'm just going to, sprinkle. Let me put it this way. Sprinkle just a little bit of this on. And then, he's going to have some lettuce. And then he can put his dressing on, whatever you want to do. You can put some, this is bad serving. But anyway, just put some of these beautiful, should have probably got a spoon. Let me do that. But I'm going to serve this. And then, I'm going to see how this goes. You know what I mean? And hopefully it'll be good. Yeah. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on here. A little bit of, and I'll try to make this pretty, but yeah. Hey, I'm not a chef. I just do, I do this for funsies. And I'm just trying to keep us healthy. But I'll just do this. But anyway, that looks pretty good. And you see this salad. This salad's massive. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're going to be able to, eat a whole lot of that. But there it is. And you can get a good feel for what this is. So the tuna steak is delicious. And just like I said, the best thing to do is to put some kind of marinade on it. And what I'll do too is I'm going to put a little piece of this avocado in here. This is what I'm going to do. Because he likes avocado. And if you don't like avocado, it's nice when it's firm. So right now, this one's kind of firm, and I'm just scooping it out with a spoon. This isn't going to be a pretty cut, but I'll just show you, if I can get this out of here, what it looks like. You just put a little piece on the plate, like this. And it could be like a little side, And he likes avocado, so I'm going to give him the whole thing here. But that's just one little piece, and this is firm. See, this is the thing. I would say I like them when they're a little bit firm. Oops, lost a couple pieces there. But what you do is just serve it while it's firm. And then he can just take his knife and fork and just cut that. And then I'll show you. And then if you're making avocado, if you're making guacamole, I keep saying avocado. If you're making guacamole, you just take a spoon and scoop it out and just throw it in the food processor and then add the rest of the ingredients. And there it is. But there it is. So that's it. And then these pieces here, you can put this in your garden and have it break down and be compost. Yeah, that's really hippie. Now, let me just do one more thing and we'll come right back. I'll put a little bit of that on here. Hopefully he'll like it. A little bit of balsamic vinegar. Just going to just drizzle this on here. Hopefully it's not too much. You can put a little bit of olive oil. So this is your own salad dressing here. Just drizzle a little bit of this on. See if I can get it on there. Come on. Drizzle. Just a little bit. And then you can add it with a little bit of lemon juice. So I'm just going to show you. I'm putting it on the salad here. Yep. You can put a little bit of lemon juice on the avocado, which is right here on the end. Yep. There's a little bit of the avocado. And the way that you serve it is you put a little lemon on there. It keeps it from getting dark. You can put lemon or lime. And then you just take a little bit of salt. And this just, avocado is kind of bland. So you just put a little bit of salt on there. Just a little bit, just to get it on there, and then it's ready to go. All right. So anyway, I'm going to serve this for Mr. I Bring It Every Day. I'm going to take a picture, and then we'll see how we go. See if he likes it. I think he will. But this salad's going to be really good. And this is a good way to make salad dressing without any extra sugar, So let me just, I'm going to take a picture. I always forget to do the picture. So I'm going to do the presentation. Got to do that. But anyway, like I said, once again, thank you so much for all coming. And this has been a fun process. We've been doing this since October of 2023, and it's been fun. We've really enjoyed, the meals, and like I said, we've really tried to do well. So just kind of summing everything up, we're just saying make sure you buy local, because then the food is going to be close to you, and it won't come, it won't be too far. And if you buy local, it's not old. And I'll just give you an example. A couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, we were at the Walmart, and they had some corn that just looked. No, sorry, it was the end of last summer. They had corn that was really, really dried out, and I know it had been there a while. So there are a lot of farmers that do sell sweet corn, so you can definitely get that, and it's very, very good, and it's pretty easy to get your hands on, especially during the summer, especially like watermelons. Make sure you give yourself those, try to eat the ones with the seeds because they're non-GMO, and then you can take the seeds and plant them later. But you didn't hear that from me. And then what else is really good right now? There's cantaloupes. I've been seeing cantaloupes in the market as well. And those have been looking pretty good. So, my husband and I kind of started this journey when we, moved from the city to the country. And like I said, we noticed that the vegetables are really good. And a few weeks ago, some of the good stuff that we found that was recent were the scallions. We found a couple of good scallions. I haven't seen them since, which is very interesting. So that must have been like a bumper crop, or they were just really big and they were healthy, and and one of the local farmers did that. And we are seeing blueberries. I saw somebody advertise blueberries just yesterday. I'm going to try to. They supposedly picked yesterday, so I don't know. I'm going to try to give them a call and see if we can get over there and get some blueberries. And then these avocados, like I said, these have been really good. And, these are called Rivers avocados. Let me just make sure that's right. Yeah, they're called Rivers avocados. And the other ones, like this, are called the Haas. Haas, I think, or Hass. But whichever. These are the ones that you see in the store mostly. And you see this one here is perfect. And the one thing that I've noticed is that if you leave them on the counter when they soften, then actually Bonnie's Corner told me this. She takes them when they soften and she throws them in the fridge. Because I noticed if you throw them in the fridge before they're ready, they don't really ripen. So you want it to be soft but not mushy. And this way, you can sort of take a bite of this thing, and it's almost like another vegetable. But you can add any vegetables that you have. It's just that they haven't been that exciting. Like I was looking at the kale and stuff. It wasn't really calling me, even though that's something that I've been kind of looking forward to. So I don't know. It might. I think that may be more fall ish. But in my area, kale's not been so great. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see what else. But anyway, I'm going to call Mr. Ibring. I'm going to have him take a bite, and we'll see what he thinks. All right. So right now we're checking to see if Mr. Ibringa likes the food. See what he thinks.
It's good.
Okay. So what do you think of the tuna steak? Have you had that before? I mean, you haven't had it like you had it raw, like in sushi.
Yeah.
We bought some and did it with sushi.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think of it? We just baked it in the oven, basically.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, and it's soft and it's moist, right? I hate to use that word, but but it's not dried out. It's not fishy.
No.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not fishy. So for those who don't like fish, and I'm not a big fish eater myself, but this was the one fish that I said, okay, I can do this, and it's because it was fresh. And so, like I said, when I had this in Ecuador, they caught the tuna right there. So, and then we had this, and we also had calamari. Now the calamari was a little gamey. I couldn't eat that, but if you're into that. But yeah, that tuna is great. Now how's the salad?
Good.
So the way I made the dressing was the balsamic vinegar, a little bit of lemon, and then a little bit of olive oil. So, this olive oil gets to work out here. Let me tell you, at the I bring it everyday house. So that's what we're doing. Mm-hmm. So the evil plan is to get you guys eating well. We're trying to keep it going, and we slip a little bit. We've been eating those chocolate Twinkies.
It's okay to do it every once in a while, guys.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So it turned out well. And like I said, I will never lead you astray, because let me tell you something. There are things I will not eat, and it's very few things that I won't eat. But I would never lead you astray to give you something that's gross or nasty. And so, like I said, it's surprising how good tuna. And I think, Americans have killed tuna. I don't know who had the tuna industry, like what was going on, but that canned tuna is terrible. I mean, it really is. It's fishy, and it's not, and it's mushy. A lot of times it's mushy. Now you can get fancier tuna. I have heard, in other places you can get the albacore tuna, which is the one. Let me close this. The albacore tuna is the one that it's the one that's more solid, but you just have to be careful because the heavier fishes do have a little bit more mercury, and you can do your research on that. But I've been hearing that you might want to try something different. But anyway, here's the tuna again in the pan here. So it's looking good. I just put a little bit of onion and garlic, and then some marinade, and called it a day. Really simple. So we can all do this. We can do this, and like you said, it takes planning. So make sure that when you're hitting that supermarket, that you will see, check and see what's on sale. And even like a lot of people like me, I'm landlocked. Excuse me. So sometimes we do have to get the frozen fish. And the frozen fish is good because I am told that whenever they're doing this, like salmon and things like that, wild caught salmon, they freeze it right there. So it's, they catch it, they, let it, they do what they do, and then cut it, and then they freeze it right there, and they shrink wrap it. So this is one of the really good things that you can get from the market. And it tends to be a little bit cheaper by the pound if you do buy it frozen. And I think if you're one of those people that work a lot and you have, crazy hours, what you can do is get these, they call it, it's bags of fish, and they have salmon, whiting, tilapia. Don't eat the tilapia, but things like that. And this tuna came in a bag, that you can find in the frozen food section, and it's actually very, very good. And basically, they freeze it the minute that the fish, once they catch it and clean it up. It's not bad. So this is a winner, and like I said, if you try it, leave me a message in the comments and let me know what you think. If you're able to try it, let me know, because I would love to know if any of this is good for you. If you're liking it. So, but anyway, that's kind of the the plan for I bring it every day. We're still doing a little bit of gardening. We've got our hydroponics back there. We're still continuing with that, And right now we're working on lettuce and spinach and some more onion. Yeah, I forgot to plant my onions a couple of weeks ago, and I said, "Darn it, it's going to take us a while." But we're going to give you a little bit of an update on our garden. We did get a couple strawberries, which was surprising for the first year. We didn't get a lot, and a couple of animals ate them. You know how it is. It's hard out here. You got to fight the animals. We have a lot of wildlife, and so that was actually a winner. We were very excited about the strawberries. We're going to try to. You know, hopefully they'll do a little better next year, but we'll see. We had a couple of plants come in, and we have a couple strawberries right now on the plant, so we're very excited about that. But we're just trying to keep our eating reasonable, and we do get a little bit of a we cheat a little bit, and that's okay. But we're just trying to shop better, and I think that's really the whole thing. Because food is expensive right now. I will tell you, food is pricey, and you really have to be mindful of what you buy. And so like I said, this week we also saw some ground beef was okay. It was reasonably priced, and I think they're doing like chicken tenders or something like that. Now, a lot of the people on Instagram and stuff like that are saying, watch out for that. Make sure you get the meat with the bone. So last week, we did the T-bone steak, and that was actually really, really good. It was expensive. I won't say it was cheap, but the thing about the T-bone is, if there's a bone in there, then it's not fake, right? So I was like, okay. So that's sort of where I'm leaning. So, if you do those chicken breasts, make sure you have the ones with the bone or the ribs. They put the ribs and the bone on there, and then they're real. And make sure that when you see them, they say hatched or grown in America. Hatched, grown, and harvested in America. That's a stamp that you see on the outside of those packages. And what's the last thing? Well, that's the main thing. Take a look at that. So, like I said, in the past, we've talked about fast food in terms of when I say fast food, I say what is fast that you can quickly make. And the one thing, like I said, is anything, and this is cooled off, anything that resembles a steak, takes about 30 minutes. You know what I mean? And, you can do this. So like I said, a steak, a tuna steak. You can do a chicken breast. You can fillet it and then make it nice and thin. And that cooks in under 30 minutes. And a pork chop, something like that. Any kind of a chop, a lamb chop, a pork chop. So those are some examples of the proteins that you can cook very, very fast. So like I said, it's, we're just trying to keep things going. My name is Kelly, and this channel is I Bring It Every Day. And I'm a variety channel, and I appreciate everyone coming in. Check me out. I'm going to be I have a few things a few irons in the fire regarding food, but also I have some crochet stuff coming. So keep watch on that. And, and we're working the garden. So we'll see, things are growing slowly here, but it's not bad. We're getting there. Yeah. So I have to see how this lettuce, I'm interested about this lettuce. I should have done it sooner, but we'll see how that comes out. Cause we eat a lot of salad. And, I know we can't really grow romaine lettuce here, but maybe, that might be a bucket list for next year. But we're just trying to keep the positive vibes going, make sure, you all support each other out here, take care of your families and, enjoy your time together because, life is really, really short. And, hopefully if you're taking care of yourself, you'll have a happier, healthier life. And that's kind of where we're going, right? Woohoo! So that's it. So anyway, I Bring It Every Day. My name is Kelly. And enjoy your week and eat fresh, cook at home, buy local. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play out my buddy Drizzle Stang's theme song. And I appreciate it so much. I'm so enjoying this. Yes. So anyway, here it goes. Let's see if I can find it. We're going to play it. Yes. And
when does she bring it? Every day.
Every day.
How often does she bring it? Every day.
Every day.
Knitting, crafting, singing, even crochet.
Every day.
When does she bring it? Every day. I bring it every day.
Every day.
I
right now. Well, anyway, thank you so much again, and we will see you soon. And any ideas you have, I will take them. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going as long as we can. So appreciate the love and support and peace and love and thank you. And we'll see you soon. Bye bye.